What do you tell school is
80.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the LA Chargers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Brandon, whatever happened to the old rule that if you don't know that you're definitely going to get it to at least a 20-yard line, you just take a knee in the end zone. Sometimes being too aggressive can actually cost you.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Johnston sent in motion. To throw on second down. Sherman. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Johnston sent in motion. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Ow.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. And Johnston sent in motion. On 3rd down, Sherman. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. The Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Motion man is Schwartz. Now this going to be a quarterback draw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Back to throw. Meyer. That's to McCaffrey.
Good fucking kidding me.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Meyer. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach
What
said,
happened?
listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, You make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
Oh, design run for their wideout. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
19 tight, 19 tight. Come 19, come 19. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Check.
Looking to throw. Sherman. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Meyer. He finds his man, complete. That's Franklin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Meyer. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Off the play fake. Meyer. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Another run here with Dobbins. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. You look at this Browns defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, that is a confidence builder and a trust builder on both sides. And what I mean by that is coaching staff putting together a game plan, players executing it. Now both of them are in sync.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw on 2nd down. Sherman under pressure. They got him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And Johnston sent in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Adetomiwa Adebawore. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Meyer, and his throw here's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught, and he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Back to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. The slot man in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you. You get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. They go with the option on the 2-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? Remember the dribbler draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Off play action. Sherman. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw. Meyer. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And that flag accepted.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
A give. Dobbins trying the right side. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw on 2nd down. Sherman. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Half the 60, half the 60. 7 pocket. Tempo.
Throwing to start the drive. Meyer eluding the pressure right. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey.
Hurry, hurry.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Hey, smash. Trap 60, trap 60.
Looking to throw. Meyer. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll send a receiver in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 2nd and 7. And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Sherman, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
To throw on 3rd down, Sherman. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the 1st half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Trap 60. Panther 11. Panther 11. Check. 60 Maverick. Mustang 19. Cup 19. 19 Lion.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
70 Timberwolves. Warriors 70.
Back to throw now on 1st down. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Okay, break.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sherman. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
19 tight. Check, Panther. Go.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Go street. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On first down, Meyer. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Meyer over the middle. That's caught by Schwartz. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. On first down, this is McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And now they'll shift things around. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Looking to throw on second down. Sherman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Sherman. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Sherman, throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Parham. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Donald Parham, 68 yards. And the Chargers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This one caught by Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to speed things up here.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, Dragon 60. 79 Broncos.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And the Browns are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Five wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw here. A quick hitter complete. It's Franklin. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. I suppose it wasn't out of the realm of possibility that we could have seen a comeback, but that touchdown should put any hopes of a comeback out of reach. It's been a really quality effort for him here in this one.
And no matter what else you think, you have to admire the initiative to finish things off their way. Don't leave anything to chance, no matter how small the odds of a comeback were. Send it home with a touchdown and get to celebrating.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and they open the lead up now to 25. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Throwing on 3rd and long. Sherman under pressure, and they got to him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, And it's a loss of 6. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Cleveland, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire